Imagine the price of everyday European imports, your favorite wine, a wheel of imported cheese, or even the parts needed to repair your car, doubling overnight. Welcome to The Explainer. Global trade policy is shifting rapidly, and a localized dispute over how we tax the internet is beginning to affect the prices of physical goods. This chart maps the world's major trade routes. That dominant section represents the United States and the European Union. In 2024, the exchange of goods and services between these two powers reached an estimated $1.5 trillion. This high-volume corridor now faces significant friction. A single policy disagreement is creating a ripple effect that could alter the cost of nearly everything moving across the Atlantic. The immediate pressure comes from President Trump. In a statement on Truth Social, he issued an ultimatum. The United States will impose a 100% tariff on imports from any country that levies a digital tax on American companies. A 100% tariff effectively doubles the cost of bringing a product into the country. The administration has stated this duty would be applied immediately, regardless of any trade agreements currently in place. The specific trigger is a policy known as the Digital Services Tax, or DST, which has been gaining momentum across Europe. This raises a critical question for consumers. How does a targeted tax on digital code end up doubling the price of a physical car? The European perspective stems from a shift in how revenue is generated. American tech giants can serve millions of customers within a country's borders without maintaining the offices or warehouses that traditional corporations require. Because they lack a physical footprint, they pay very little in local corporate income taxes. European regulators are looking directly at the revenue models of major U.S. firms, specifically Alphabet, Meta, Amazon, and Apple. To address this, countries like France, Italy, Spain, and the UK have implemented the Digital Services Tax. It's a levy, typically between 2 and 3%, applied directly to the digital revenues these companies generate from local users. While European lawmakers describe this as closing a loophole, the U.S. government views it as a discriminatory move against its most successful industry. To defend these tech firms, the U.S. administration is using the threat of market access. By proposing 100% tariffs, they are signaling that the cost of taxing American data will be a total loss of the American consumer market. However, the European Union has spent the last several years building a defensive framework for exactly this scenario, the Anti-Coercion Instrument, which went into effect in late 2023. This flowchart maps the EU's response path. If a foreign power uses trade to pressure a member state, the EU can deploy targeted tariffs. This creates a strategic deadlock. The U.S. 100% tariff threat directly collides with the EU's new mandate to retaliate. Both sides have moved into a phase of active legal preparation. They are now defining the specific economic terms for a potential escalation. To understand who bears the cost of this escalation, we have to look at how goods actually enter a country. When the U.S. imposes a tariff, the European government doesn't pay the Treasury. Instead, the U.S. importing company pays the 100% tax up front. When costs double, they pass the expense down the supply chain, leading to higher store prices for consumers. These tech disputes often manifest as a direct surcharge on the end user's receipt. This cycle creates specific pressure points. While the goal is to target foreign tech giants, the domestic effects are felt through higher input costs for local businesses and increased retail prices for consumers. It creates a situation where protecting a digital monopoly can lead to direct financial costs for the citizens and retailers that depend on physical trade. Trade policy is moving faster than ever. What global conflict or economic policy should we break down next? Let us know in the comments. The global economy is a complex web of dependencies. As we've seen, a disagreement over taxing a digital service has the potential to alter a trillion-dollar trade relationship.